Now, a recording of the Vice President's wife has gone viral. Now, in the audio recording, Matilda Emisartha is head Chesney school head. The headmistress of Kukrantumi Presby Basic School had asked Mrs. Emisartha to impress on government to supply her school with chalk and other educational supplies.
The absence of electricity in this area has made the learning of ICT extremely difficult. We are therefore appealing to the government to provide us with computers, uniforms, chalks, and notebooks for teachers, since these materials are woefully inadequate in this school.
Now, Mrs. Emisartha's response to this request was a blistering criticism of school authorities whom she accused of over-dependence on government.
I
am disappointed in the headmistress. So if government has provided school uniforms and they are not enough, can't you find ways of adding up to the stock? I will not provide your school with chalk today, and I will not provide it tomorrow. The Parent-Teacher Association can go and get a chalk. Secondly, you are appealing for uniforms. Well, it appears you have been pampered for too long, because government has been providing uniforms to the extent that even parents are shirking their responsibilities nowadays. The provision of uniforms by government is not force. It is only a helping hand being given by government.
Other ways are modern supplements.
It is even a shame to go back to Accra to report your appeal to government.
Well, Eastern Regional Correspondent Edwin Kofisia joins us now over the telephone with some background and context to this particular story. So, Kofisia, good morning. Thanks for joining us. First, let me ask, what was the occasion and what was Mrs. Emisartha doing at Kukrantumi Presby Basic School?
Well, good morning. And I must say, as usual, the woman was there to visit and present some items to the Kukrantumi Basic School. And this is something that she's been doing for some time now. She comes to the Eastern region, visits NGOs, visits homes, orphanage homes, and all that, and presents some of these items to them. So this visit wasn't a different thing altogether. It's the same thing that she's been doing. So she was here and met chiefs and people of Kukrantumi to donate some computers and its accessories to the Kukrantumi Presby Basic School.
Edwin, let me ask, what was the feedback or the reaction like when the second lady made these comments?
You know, there were mixed reactions among the people seated at the table. They said some of them were applauding her for the comments that she made. Some also criticized her for the comments that she made. According to those who applauded her, they said, well, they think it's time school heads and PTA also come together to also help students and also in the running of their school. And those who also criticized her also said, well, this is the responsibility of government. Government is supposed to do so. So they were at a loss as to why a woman could rise and criticize the headmistress for appealing for teaching materials such as chalk and register.
I might have to ask this as well. I mean, how bad is the situation in Kukrantumi, that particular school, the Kukrantumi Presby JHS or so? How bad is the situation there?
Well, according to the headmistress, she raised a number of issues, including the lack of computer science laboratory. And according to her, they usually have to walk some distance from their school to the Kukrantumi St. Paul's Technical School to have access to computers before they can learn or have any knowledge in ICT education. So she raised a lot of concerns ranging from the lack of teaching materials. That is when she also mentioned the lack of chalk in helping in education. So that brought about this whole issue of her asking chalk from the second lady, Mrs. Mr. Atta.
Kofi, many thanks for your time, and we'll be coming back to you subsequently for some more on this. And it's quite interesting. I wonder how the students can actually make do with the computers when even they do not have textbooks, and well, their teachers also do not have chalks. But moving on now, and residents of Kumasi will have to brace themselves for some uncertainties as far as power supply is concerned. Now, this is because the Electricity Company of Ghana in the Ashanti region says it will be difficult to draw up and stick to a load shedding timetable. Now, as of today, Thursday, for instance, the ECG has only 50 megawatts of power to distribute. Now, this amount represents 25% of what is needed to supply the metropolis. In effect, the power distributor says it will only supply to essential installations until it has enough power to supply. Erasmus Bedu, who speaks for the Ashanti region ECG, said although system failures that led to pitch black darkness in Kumasi have been dealt with, he cannot assure there will be enough power for all.
The Ghana Water and Sewage, so that they can pump about 24 to 30 million gallons of water for the citizens in Kumasi and its environment. And then also we'll give to Kompanochi Hospital so that the patients and all those who need health care at that place can also apply power to do it. So we give to the regional minister's place, we give to the military area, and then the police administration, and such other place. Those will get the remainder of these areas. I mean, it could be anybody. It could be in a group A or group B, group C, or group. We have 6 groups. So the remainder we will give to one group. Another time we'll change. So that is that's how the situation is being done. It is a very difficult situation, and there's no way I can tell you that we are going to give you 24 off, 12 hours on the next day. Because the situation in which we find ourselves now makes it very difficult for us to come up with any of such predictions. Yesterday we had 75 megawatts of power. Today we have 50. So what prediction or what realistic program can we announce?
Scores of residents of Old Achimota yesterday besieged the Achimota substation of the Electricity Company of Ghana to protest the worsening power situation in their area. Now, chanting Doomso-themed songs, the residents said the situation had become unbearable, adding it was affecting their businesses. Joy News' Kwache Afre Nyama followed the demonstration.
It's been an action-packed day at the Achimota substation of the Electricity Company of Ghana as scores of residents of Achimota trooped here to make their complaints known to the ECG. They tell Joy News they are fed up with the erratic power supply in their area.
We are having too much light off in Achimota. For almost a week now, we don't have light over there. It came this morning, for almost, let's say about 30 minutes, it went off again. So we came here to let them explain to us why is it so.
And how bad is the situation?
Oh, very bad enough light. You know, we have barbers, hairdressers, so many. They all use light in that area. So they are suffering. They can't even work. You know, everyone must work and then eat. So it's always our concern. We have to come and we have to explain it to us to understand And that's why we came here today.
In the situation in Achimota, we don't have any light for our homeworks. And when we are going to school, our irons is off. The light is off. We don't have any iron to iron our clothes. By the time we reach the school, our uniforms are folded and we don't have anything. We should have the light to do the homework, and we don't have any light to do the homework in the evening. For the next morning, we should do the homework. By the time we reach the school, we are late.
Really expecting us. First of all, I have an 8 years boy who is writing exams now. Whenever he's going to study, he has to use lamp to study, and you know that using lamp to study really affects the eyes. Moreover, the timetable, they don't really follow the timetable. If we are supposed to get light today, they're just on it for an hour, then it will go off. We don't know if we are not part of Achimota. They should just let us know, or if there is something that they want us to do, we really do it, because the big transformer is on our land. If they would give us the light, we will know what we do with the transformer. Either we burn it or we lock it up. Then no one will get light from Achimota.
Later, police officials who arrived at the scene had a tough time controlling the angry crowd. A leader of the group, Maxwell Nkansa, says they will embark on even more protests if their concerns are not addressed.
It's affecting our home appliances, our televisions, and a lot of things. So what we are saying to the ECG is that they should try as much as possible. We know it's a general problem, but they should at least. Sometimes the communication gap too is very bad. We have told them, and we have made it emphatic, that if they don't solve the problem by today, we are going to come back, and the number is going to be multitude.
Meanwhile, the Accra West Region Office of the ECG has issued a public apology to the residents. Public Relations Officer Eric Ashanti blamed the situation on a technical challenge.
Obviously, informed us that most of the customers would not be happy about the services that they had during the weekend. What really happened was that we had some problems at our Malam bulk supply point, where we have majority of the customers within those catchment area being fed from that particular bulk supply point. Most of them went off for about 4 times. Came on, went off, came on, went off again. And obviously, when you experience such intermittent outages, definitely you would have such reactions from the people.
So the problem really is what? I mean, you mentioned this area issue with your Malam substation and all that. What's the problem there?
Yes, what happened was that we had some of the transformers there having some problems, and obviously when you have a problem with a transformer, definitely you have customers on that particular substation or primary substation going on. We are very sorry. We accept blame. We are the face of electricity in this country, and when customers don't experience the quality of supply, they have to. We are the point of call. We are the people to be blamed for. Although there are other factors that account for this situation that we find ourselves, but we want to tell our customers within that area that we are sorry. We are trying as much as possible to solve the problem, and very soon I think power will restore to those areas.